The film opens with Charlotte and her husband Tom at their elegant London home. Tom is attentive, affectionate, and eager. He talks about trying for a family. He takes her photograph in the garden with his film camera. Charlotte smiles for the pictures, but something is wrong. She is unreachable, suffocated by the life she is living, unable to explain why. When Tom goes to the manor house for the evening, Charlotte tells him over dinner that she is leaving him. She does not want anything from him. She simply cannot do this anymore. Tom is shattered. He wants to understand. He breaks things. He does not force her to stay. Charlotte has somewhere to go. She has been seeing a man named Ewan for several months, an affair that gathered real feeling. She packs everything she has decided to take, goes to the arranged meeting point, and waits. Ewan does not come. He is not answering his phone. She goes to his address, a flat in Hackney where they spent time together. A woman opens the door who has never heard of Ewan and who has lived there alone for 5 years. She is confused by Charlotte's certainty that she has the right address. Charlotte stands on the pavement outside, having just burned her marriage down for a man who apparently does not exist at the address he gave her. She is stunned, completely still. In that state, she notices a figure nearby, a man she feels she may have seen before, though she cannot say where. Before she can look properly, he is gone. Tom's driver Stefan finds Charlotte in the street and brings her home. Tom does not punish her. He is hurt and angry, and he is also honest with himself. He has been consumed by his work and left Charlotte alone, and he was at least partially responsible for how things deteriorated between them. He promises to change. Charlotte returns, but she is not recovered. Ewan's voice is everywhere. She hears him, sees his face in crowds, cannot process what happened. She has no idea whether she was deceived or whether something has happened to him. The man from the street keeps appearing. He photographs her. When she tells Tom she believes she is being followed, he dismisses it, suggests she is imagining things, and steers the conversation back to their relationship. She lets it go. They go to the manor house for a weekend to rebuild something. They walk the grounds. Tom photographs her by the rose garden as he always has. That weekend, Charlotte discovers she is pregnant. Tom's reaction is complete joy. He says she is everything to him. Charlotte cannot fully share the moment. She does not know where Ewan is or what happened to him. She is carrying guilt about the affair. And now a pregnancy adds another weight to the life she tried to escape and was pulled back into. She searches missing persons databases and finds a report with a photograph that matches Ewan. The name given is Daniel, but a woman named Rebecca is listed as the contact, his sister. Charlotte calls her. They meet in a park. Rebecca tells her Ewan was her brother, that is not his real name, and confirms he was in some kind of trouble before he disappeared. She has exhausted the hospitals, the police, and his bank records, and has found nothing. She also confirms the man Charlotte keeps seeing in the street has been photographing her. They agree to go back to the Hackney address together. Tom has been tracking Charlotte's phone the entire time, framing it to himself as protection. When she arrives home late after meeting Rebecca, having told him she was shopping, he confronts her immediately. He has the data. He knows where she was. The argument that follows is raw on both sides. He names the damage her affair caused him. She names the fact that she told him she was being followed, and he dismissed it as imagination. Both of them are guilty of something. Both of them apologize. They keep moving forward in the marriage because neither has anywhere else to be right now. At the Hackney address, Charlotte and Rebecca knock. The same woman from before answers. Then Troy appears. The man from the street, the one who has been photographing Charlotte. He lives here. When he realizes Charlotte and Rebecca have seen him, he starts destroying papers. The woman, Paula, is furious. Under pressure from both women, Troy explains himself. He was paid to photograph Charlotte, and the same person who hired him also hired Ewan to seduce her. The person behind it fired him without payment. He took something of theirs in retaliation. He goes to his own flat to retrieve the key that opens the box containing it. While he is gone, Charlotte and Rebecca get Paula to break the lock on the box. Inside is a necklace. Charlotte recognizes it at once. It belongs to her mother-in-law, Isidora. Before they can fully process this, someone knocks at Paula's door. Paula goes to answer. A figure in a black hooded jacket enters, attacks Paula with a hammer, kills her, and takes the necklace. Charlotte and Rebecca hide until the killer leaves, then flee into the street. They are both shaking. Charlotte now understands that Ewan was recruited and positioned deliberately. Someone paid him to seduce her, to photograph her, to manufacture evidence of her infidelity. And that person is connected to Isidora. At a work celebration that evening, Charlotte confronts Isidora directly in the bathroom. She tells her she knows someone was following her and that she found the necklace. Isidora denies everything with practiced calm. She says her friend merely happened to see Charlotte outside a department store. Charlotte is not convinced. Then Isidora begins to sway and slurs her words. She collapses and is taken to hospital. She has suffered an aneurysm. She dies not long after. When the will is read, it reveals that Isidora has left the majority of her personal estate, £10 million, entirely to Charlotte. Tom is enraged and confused. The business and the manor already belong to him, but this final act feels like a deliberate wound. Charlotte does not understand it either. She calls Rebecca, who has been pulling away from the investigation out of fear. Rebecca makes a suggestion that reframes everything. Maybe Isidora was not behind it. Tom gives the household staff a day off and takes Charlotte to the manor alone. He has been attentive all morning. Breakfast prepared, warmth restored, walking the grounds and talking about what they will build here. He gives her a gift. He places a necklace in her hands. Charlotte looks at it and understands everything in an instant. It is the necklace from Paula's flat, the one the hooded killer collected from the broken lockbox and walked away with. Tom has had it all along because Tom was the killer. She keeps her face neutral. She pretends to feel faint and excuses herself to the bathroom, where she calls Stefan and tells him to come to the manor. She calls Rebecca and tells her to contact the police if she does not hear back. She sends Tom on an invented errand into the nearby town. Then she goes to the room in the manor Tom has always kept locked, his darkroom, which he has explained as essential for his film photography. The room is wallpapered in photographs of Charlotte. Not only candid shots from their relationship, there are intimate photographs of her with Ewan, taken from a hidden position inside the flat they used, which means Tom had been inside that flat watching them. There are photographs going back further, to her time at university. Tom has been following Charlotte since before they met. The photographs and the dates make it clear. Ewan did not find Charlotte. Tom found Ewan and paid him to enter her life, to test whether she would be faithful, to manufacture a situation he could then control, and admits it was the best photography he has ever done. Charlotte tells him she saw him kill the woman. She asks if he killed Ewan. Then the door opens. Ewan is standing there. He is alive. He came to the manor to tell Charlotte the truth himself and to take her away from Tom. He says he fell in love with her and does not want Tom's money. He tells Tom he does not deserve her. Tom produces a sword from the room and runs Ewan through. Tom tells Charlotte she is his. She refuses. He knocks her unconscious and begins digging beneath the rose garden. The same rose garden where he has always insisted on photographing her. The same garden where a much older body is already buried. Mrs. Tanner, the long-serving housekeeper, has been keeping Tom's secrets in exchange for money. Stefan arrives, hears the confrontation, and shoots Tom before he can complete what he has started. Police follow immediately behind. Sometime later, Charlotte has her son and has taken over management of the estate. Going through Isidora's papers, she notices regular payments made to Mrs. Tanner for years. She visits Tanner, who finally explains everything. Tom killed a man named Peter, Isidora's lover, and Isidora covered it up and paid Tanner for her silence. When Isidora died, she left her personal estate to Charlotte not out of warmth but as a form of private reparation, acknowledgement of what she had concealed and what it had cost Charlotte to be married to her son. Then Tanner tells her one more thing. Ewan was not dead when Tom left him. She kept him hidden in her home and used money from Isidora's estate to pay for his care and recovery. Charlotte goes to Tanner's house. He is sitting in a chair. He looks up. He is alive. Charlotte is holding her son. Ewan looks at the boy's face. He looks exactly like him.